Over a month ago, I made an ideas video about sequel, prequel, spin-offs that I would like to see from the Ghost of Tsushima franchise. And we have a rumor, which may or may not turn out to be true, that we're going to talk about. By the way, thanks to Ben in our Discord for pointing this out to me. There are some rumors of a standalone type game similar to Spider-Man Miles Morales and Uncharted Lost Legacy called Ghost of Ikishima that might be a thing, still just rumors. And the article that we're going to go over, I'll link below in the description section, from WCCFtech.com. Ghost of Tsushima Standalone Expansion, Ghost of Ikishima to launch this year. Once again, this is just a rumor. A Ghost of Tsushima standalone expansion called Ghost of Ikishima is currently in development according to rumors circulating online. Xbox era co-founder Nick proved to be reliable in the past, revealed today that this standalone expansion in the vein of Spider-Man Miles Morales and Uncharted Lost Legacy is targeted for a 2021 release. The leaker hasn't mentioned any platform, but it is likely this will be a cross-gen release, meaning PlayStation 4 as well as PlayStation 5, which is not surprising considering the main game launched on the PS4. Reset Era Forums member Catharsis T also added that it's going to be single-player expansion. If you want to go check out Nick's Twitter account, it's also linked in the article, along with Catharsis T, who pretty much is claiming that in fact this standalone expansion is a thing and is apparently happening. While Nick has proved to be reliable in the past, take everything with a grain of salt, as Sony doesn't have any games planned for the final few months of the year. Releasing a Ghost of Tsushima standalone expansion would make tons of sense, also considering the success of last year's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Ghost of Tsushima is among the best PlayStation 4 exclusives ever made and one of the best open-world games released in recent years, according to Alessio. Featuring great atmosphere, well-written story characters, Ghost of Tsushima is a Sucker Punch's best game yet, an open-world title capable of measuring to some of the biggest games in the genre. The excellent rendition of feudal Japan, along with the well-written characters and story, make Ghost of Tsushima stand out as the last must-have PlayStation 4 exclusive. By the way, the one-year anniversary of the launch of Ghost of Tsushima is coming up in July on the 17th. Whether or not Sucker Punch is planning on announcing this theoretical rumor-milled expansion to Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Ikishima on July 17th to commemorate the one-year anniversary of Ghost of Tsushima, or perhaps even just release it on the one-year anniversary, that would be awesome. Or maybe it's just all a bunch of hearsay and rumor mills, but I think there's enough leaked information circulating out there that points towards the very real possibility that Ghost of Tsushima's expansion could be happening this year in the form of Ghosts of Ikishima. So I did do an ideas, prequels, spin-off video not too long ago regarding Ghost of Tsushima, what I would like to see in some hypothetical sequels, prequels, etc. And I went along the line of what happened historically with the Mongol invasion of Tsushima, then Iki Island. Then, of course, they attempted to take the mainland of Japan. That failed. And, the second stop along the way was the island known as Iki. So I guess they took Iki and they added Tsushima to it in order to give it a Tsushima name. So instead of Tsushima, it's Ikishima, which size-wise, you could make it maybe like a third the size of Tsushima. So Sucker Punch's version of Iki, a.k.a. Ikishima, maybe that's how it's going to work. Maybe a third of the size, equivalent to like one of the three different portions of the map, because that's the way Tsushima is in the first game. You start off in the bottom part of the map, then you move up to the middle portion, and then eventually you end up in the top snow version of the map. So maybe that's what it's going to be, and it obviously won't be as big or as long as Ghost of Tsushima, but a continuation of Jin's story going into this expansion of Ghost of Tsushima in Ghost of Ikishima could be very interesting, and it does have some ties to historical accuracy, not entirely 100%, because the Mongols did island hop from Korea to Tsushima to Iki, to eventually attempting and failing to take over Japan. If true, that's obviously the direction Sucker Punch is planning on going with Ghost of Ikishima, which could imply that there might be another Ghost game in the works too, because like I mentioned, the Mongols did end up attempting to take over the mainland of Japan, the southern portion. That didn't work out so well, but obviously fantasy, history, a little bit of this and that mixed up could make for a very interesting sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. And similar to Spider-Man Miles Morales, it's just like, I guess, a holdover, a bridge between Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2, which is what Insomniac's working on. Sucker Punch could be doing the same thing. While we're waiting patiently for hopefully an actual legit sequel, fully fledged game to Ghost of Tsushima, maybe in the middle we're getting this standalone expansion. Obviously not going to be as big as Ghost of Tsushima and not as long, but still could be very entertaining and definitely worth picking up if it turns out to be legit and come out this year. That would be awesome. I would definitely be playing that because I absolutely love Ghost of Tsushima, so much so that I've played through it twice now on the channel. I even did a little bit of raids, and yeah, that didn't turn out so well. But Ghost of Tsushima Legends was a lot of fun, so maybe we'll get some more Ghost of Tsushima Legends, maybe Ghost of Ikishima Legends added with the Ghost of Ikishima expansion, if, big if, it turns out to be true. Do you think that this might be true? Do you think it's just a rumor? Do you think it's just a bunch of hopes and dreams of Ghost of Tsushima fans? Feel free and let me know below in the comments section.